Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll start by telling you a story, a true story, personal one. So, many years ago, very close to my office, there was a local farmer's market. And so I had this customer that I consistently will go to him and buy fruits and vegetables. So, he was my customer for a long time. 11 years ago, I walked into his shop, his store to buy fruits and all. I was pregnant. And so he was happy to see me. And oh, pregnant, and he gave me fruits. Of course, he always will dash me a little something. And then he asked me how many children I had. I told him, and I said, "Oh, I was done. I was hanging my boots after now." And so he said, "No, no, 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 no. I can't say that." That him, in his words, I have 10 children, and he's still going to have more. That children are gifts. You don't count children as they come. You take them. God will take care of them. And so we had a back and forth, and then I left. And so after some months, I had a baby. I was on leave, and so when I resumed, I went to his store as usual. But I met his brother, and then I asked him. I said, "How is my friend?" And he says, "Sadly, he passed. You know, some time ago, he was going home and he had an accident." I was really sad because I had known him for years. Now, as I drove home, I began to think of the 10 children he had told me he had. And he might have even had more. And that is what has triggered my topic for today. My name is Sekinah Davies. I am an entrepreneur and a mother. And as a mother, this topic speaks to me beyond just statistics. My topic for today is Nigeria's population and the economic reality of childbearing. Now, according to United Nations, Nigeria's population reached over 230 million people in 2024, making Nigeria the most populous country in Africa. And also, United Nations have also projected that by 2050, Nigeria could be the third most populous country in the world. Yet, despite this rapid population growth, according to UNICEF, millions of children still struggle with poverty. They face poverty, poor education, even malnutrition, and limited access to healthcare. Now, this raises a very important question. Is Nigerian population growing faster than the country itself can sustain it? I think that's a question that we should think about. According to World Bank, Nigeria has one of the highest fertility rates in the world, averaging 5 children per woman in some regions. And in some communities, some families have 10 and even more children, and even more than 10. This does not take away the reality of today, which we must know that is different from the past. Now, the reality is the cost of feeding, the cost of housing, education, healthcare is continuously on the rise. And with this, it will affect the abilities of family to be able to adequately take care of a large household. Research has shown that when the family is larger than the financial capacity, it affects the children. Now, it reduces the quality of life and also limited opportunities. Nigeria's birth rate is also significantly higher than most or many developed countries. For example, Nigeria averages 5 children per woman. Now, in the United Kingdom, it averages 1.5, meaning that is 1 to 2 children, actually leaning towards 1, because that's 1.5. Canada averages 1.4, same as UK. It's leaning towards just having one child. Now, South Korea has the lowest fertility rate, meaning that they will hardly even have any child at all. Many of these countries focus heavily on financial planning, healthcare, and economic stability before raising children. Now, this shows the strong connection between population growth and economic development. In conclusion, Nigeria's growing population is both an opportunity and a challenge. Now, this is why many experts have encouraged that the need for awareness of family planning and sustainable childbearing is very important. Now, as Nigeria continues to grow, the focus should not only be on increasing population, but also improving the quality of life. Because the nation's strength is not solely dependent on the number of people, but on the quality of life that these people are able to have. Now, I'll close by saying a quote by UNICEF in a long time ago, many years ago, in one of their awareness programs, and they said that population is not a question of numbers. It is a question of people. Thank you.